Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Lacquer. In today's video we are continuing on with our first tote from this massive Facebook marketplace haul that I got of nail polish. This is going to be over 2,000 polishes. I think the official count that the seller had was over 2,200. This is going to be part 14, so we've already done 13 other videos. We went through 5 bags first of 100 bottles each, so 500 bottles right there. I did those split up into 2 videos each per bag. And now we're coming down to probably the second half of the first tote. There are still 4 more of those, so we have a lot to go through still. But this tote has yielded some great finds. We've actually found one bee's knees lacquer in their older rectangular bottles, which was super exciting. I think that was one that I squealed at. Yeah, that's got to be one of my top picks of this entire haul. So really excited to see if we find any more in here. We've also been finding some Dawn Divas and one Linderella. So before I get to talking too much, let's just go ahead and jump right in. If you missed out on the other videos from this series, I'll go ahead and post the link to the list up there in the cards if you want to check that out. This first one actually has an extra little label, which is called Weeping Angels. So I've found at least a couple other loose labels. I've just been sort of setting them aside. We'll have to see about finding matching bottles to them. But this one is a purple Girly Bits, and this one is called Past and Present. Girly Bits is a Canadian brand, and they are still making polish. This one, though, I don't think I have, and it's a hollow. Oh my goodness. So purple is one of my favorite colors. Hollows especially, I have quite a lot of purple hollows, but purples in general always get my attention. This particular one has like a pink or red flash as well as the hollow. So beautiful mix here, absolutely gorgeous holographic from them. We're definitely adding this one to the keep pile. That was Girly Bits Past and Present. The next one is a Colors by Leroux called Dainty from the Mild and Wild collection. I think we unboxed one from that collection already, but I think that was a bottle of Sugar and Spice, I think, and it was faded. But this is one of their multichromes. You've got purple, fuchsia, gold, and red. Look at that. The particle size in here is interesting too. It's more like a microflaky as opposed to a finely milled multichrome. It's really beautiful. This is one that I don't think I have. As I've been saying in the other videos of this series, what I'm going to do at the end is sort through everything and just make sure that I haven't accidentally kept any duplicates. But for the time being, we're going to put that in the collection. So that is Colors by Leroux Dainty. Next up is a Revlon. Interesting. This has got to be pretty old. I don't think I've seen this style from them. But this is one of their base coats, and it is almost empty. It is their Wonderwear base coat, but there's really not that much in here, but it's moving around nicely. I don't know, I always can use base coats, so might as well hold on to it, I guess. That's Wonderwear, the Wonderwear base coat from Revlon. The next one is an Ever After. This one is called Scaling the Open Sea, and this one is like a metallic white gold. There's a holographic component to this as well as multichrome flakies. This is interesting. I actually having a hard time deciphering the coloration of this because, like I said, it's kind of that white gold. It's not just a straight up silver. There is a warmth to this. And then of course you have those multichrome little flakies in there. This is really pretty. I like the addition of the hollow in there. I just don't know that this is one that I could see myself wearing, so we're going to go ahead and put this one in the D-stash. That one is Ever After's Scaling the Open Sea. Next up, we've got an older Illyrian. This one is called Our Dreams Seem Not Far Away. This is from March 2016. Illyrian is one of those brands that I discovered pretty early on in my indie nail polish journey, but before this haul I didn't have any in their older labels like this, and I'm pretty sure this is one that I don't have. This seems to be a mid-toned gray full of a green shimmer. I don't think I see any shifts. Let's go ahead and take a peek at it on the brush and see if I see any shifts in that shimmer. Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's just that green shimmer, kind of like maybe a green to aqua. The green shift in this is really pretty. It's just not calling to me for whatever reason, so I think I will go ahead and de-stash this one. That one is Illyrian's Our Dreams Seem Not Far Away. Next up we have a CBL, and this is Fast Cars and Rowdy Bars, another from the Mild and Wild collection. This looks like a dark blue cream, like a very, very dark blue navy. Oh yeah, very, very dark. You can kind of see the tone of it on the lip of the bottle there. Kind of leaning towards a bit of a teal, like a dark teal. So this could be pretty interesting on. I have been trying to make sure that the creams in my collection have plenty for me to choose from. That way when I want to do layering, I can pick the exact color that I want. And I don't think I have this one, so we're going to put this in the keep pile as well. So that one is Fast Cars and Rowdy Bars from CBL. Next up, we have another CBL and another purple. This one is called Let's Get Freaky from the Valentine's 2017 collection. This is a very deep, almost royal purple. You've got a subtle pink shimmer in there, which I don't think is really coming across. Very nice color though. So since purple is one of my favorite colors, I am going to hold on to this. Again, I'm going to have to do comparisons as soon as I get my nail polish room sorted, but we're going to put that in the keep pile for the time being. That is Colors by Laro Let's Get Freaky. Next up, we've got a Native War Paints. This one is called Walk a Mag Mile in My Shoes. This one came from PolishCon from Chicago 2017. And look at the color on this one. So this is kind of like a blurple. There's purple, but then you have this blue flash in it and the hollow. So it's kind of hard to tell exactly what the base of this color is. Maybe like a dusty purple. And then that blue flash is making it seem like a blurple, but really pretty color. Again, this is one that I don't have, so we're going to add that to the collection. That one is Native War Paints Walk a Mag Mile in My Shoes, going in the keep pile. Next up, we have a Colors by Laro. This one is called Helen from the Spring 2016 collection. Now this one looks familiar. I want to say I've unboxed colors kind of like this from Colors by Laro. It is like a muted robin's egg blue-green with a pinch of like a gray tone to it. There's a load of this larger particled shimmer in a pretty strong pink to gold. So I'm not sure if I've unboxed this one already or if they have another that's in the same color family, but I mean, look at that pink. That is really strong in this. Very, very pretty. So like I said, I will have to do a sorting at the end of all of this to make sure that I don't have duplicates, but I can't be sure that I did have this, and my pile of Colors by Laro is massive. It's by far the most bottles from one brand that we've unboxed in this entire haul so far, so I don't know that I would really be able to find it right now. So this will go in the keep pile until I can do that sorting. That was Colors by Laro Helen. Next up, we have another Colors by Laro. This one is called Party in Rio from May 2016. PTR. I'm not sure what that might be, PTR, but this one is a deep, like reddish pink or pink with red glitters. It's hard to tell what the base is. I initially thought it was red when I picked it up, but there's a lot of pink going on in it. So it could be a pink leaning red or a red leaning pink or pink with red components. There it is on the wand. Yeah, it might be a red. So a red with some pink tones to it. This is actually very pretty. I like the tones that I'm seeing. There's also hollow in it. There's the red micro glitters, and there's even a pink to like blue flash in there. So reds aren't my favorite, but I love this type of a tone, this juicier pink leaning red. So we're going to add that to the collection. I don't think this is one I own yet either. So that is Party in Rio by CBL, going in the keep pile. Next up, we have one from Bear Polish. We've unboxed just a couple of bottles from this brand so far. This is a brand that I actually don't own that many from before this either, so I'm glad to add a few more to my collection. This one might be one that is missing the labeling. So that is what their labels look like. I could see it being Weeping Angels. That was the newest label that we pulled from this box that was attached to the Girly Bits, but I can't be sure. That one was handwritten as opposed to a print. So all of the labels I have are round, so that doesn't really narrow it down, but I'll have to look up this polish and see if I can't figure out if any of those labels that I have set aside are the ones to this polish. But this one is a soft, very soft, like white leaning gray, and you have a load of larger shimmer particles that are in pink, a deep blue, and maybe some purple. I think mostly on camera you're seeing that blue. So this tone has been one that I like. I've been keeping it from a number of bottles that we've hauled. Here it is on the brush. You see a load of those beautiful sparkles. Yeah, this one's going to go in the keep pile as well. I want to at least swatch this and compare it to a few of the other light grays that I have. The shimmer in here is very pretty. I don't know that I'll end up keeping all of them. As I've been saying throughout this series, I do need to do a destash as well once I'm done with this. Just to make sure that I haven't held on to any that are duplicates in my collection, not just like exact bottles, but colors in general. But this one is very nice. I like the shimmer. So that is Bare Polish, no label. Next up, we have one from Lacquer. This is But She's Got It Where It Counts. Now, this is another one where the name sounds very familiar. I think we may have unboxed this already. It is a mid to light gray with a mix of white matte glitters, orange metallic glitters, a silver metallic glitter, and we've even got some square silver glitters. I think we did unbox this already because this name sounds familiar. This one does need a lot of a shake. We've got some white pigment settled on one side of the bottle. The first bottle of this I did put in the destash. It's just not a combination that I really could see myself reaching for, so we're going to put this in the destash as well. That's Lacquer, But She's Got It Where It Counts. Next up, we've got this little guy, which I don't even know who made it. I have no idea. I know we've gotten some mini bottles in this size, but this could be like a Frankenstein polish, or it could be an overpour. Really tough to say, but the label on it says Ted's Laugh. It is a blue polish with a load of sparkles and twinkles. These little bottles, as I've mentioned before, they just aren't my favorite. I feel like they just get lost in the collection. It does have some really beautiful little twinkles in there, but I think I will destash this one. Like I said, I also just don't know who made it, so I have nowhere to start with doing research about what polish this could be. So we're going to go ahead and put that in the destash. Next up, we've got one from Nail Nation 3000. We've actually seen a number of different bottle styles from them as well. And this one is also missing its little label. I assume it would have been a round one on the base. So it's possible that this could be Weeping Angels as well. I don't really know. But it is a nice dusty shade of like a mid-tone blue. You have a beautiful holographic as well as a larger shimmer particle in a bright pink. This I could definitely see myself reaching for. This color is really pretty. So we are going to put this in the keep pile, but I'll have to do some research to see if I can't find out what the name of this one is. But that was Nail Nation 3000, no label. Next up, we've got one from Stardust Beauty. This one is April 2016, and this one is a dark purple with hollow. Look at those twinkles. So this one, I can't quite tell if what I'm seeing is an additional shimmer component or just the base showing through that hollow, but the holographic is a really nice larger size. And then I think I see possibly another component in there in a micro flaky, maybe in a silver. This is a very pretty color. Obviously, as a purple fan, I am drawn to this one. There is on the brush and wand there. Nice deep vampy shade. This could actually be a beautiful one for fall. It's another one that I don't think I have. We have unboxed a handful from this brand. Most of them are in the older labels that say Stardust Polish. That is, of course, assuming that that is the same brand. They are like this here. So I'm guessing that this is a relabeling, but I could also be wrong. They could be two different brands, but Stardust is the common denominator. In any case, we're going to go ahead and put this in the keep pile, at least until I can do those comparisons. So that is Stardust Beauty, April 2016. Next up, we have another CBL. This one is called Till We Meet Again. It was an exclusive for March 12th, 2016. Doesn't say an exclusive for what, so I'm not really sure if that was like in the group or what that was. But this one is a beautiful teal. You've got that green base with a load of hollow. Look at that. With some micro multichrome flakies in there. Wow. So it's a beautiful combination. Again, I'll have to do comparisons, but for the time being, this is going to go in the collection. I love all the rainbows that you're seeing in this. So that was Colors by Leroux, Till We Meet Again. Next up, we have another Stardust polish. So this is that labeling that we saw that I did a comparison with that other Stardust Beauty polish. And this one is called Wounded Warrior Hollow. And this is a beautiful shade of purple. This is a lighter tone. You again have a beautiful holographic pigment running throughout. And this one I want to say has a light gold wash. Oh yeah, definitely. I do like gold sometimes, and this is a good instance of that. So this is going to go in the keep pile. This is definitely one I could see myself reaching for. So that is Stardust Polish Wounded Warrior Hollow going in the keep pile. Next up we have a Dolish polish. So this is the first Dolish polish that we've pulled from this haul. This is a brand that I have heard of before, and I think they are still making polish. This one is called Shake Your Turkey Feather, and I also think this is probably one of their older labels. And this is a load of micro glitter. So we have maybe even flakies in here. We've got red, green, blue, gold, and silver. My guess based on the name is that this probably came out in a Thanksgiving collection. This particular color is mainly primary colors and the gold, so we're going to go ahead and destash this one. That is Dolish Polish Shake Your Turkey Feather. Next up, we have another Colors by Leroux. This one is Together Forever. Ooh, we've got another Hypnotic Polish exclusive with the little sticker. Ooh, and it's another hollow. Oh my goodness. Every time their hollow is just amazing. So this time we have sort of an orchidy purpley pink jam-packed with that hollow, and we have a pink microflaky or a larger particled shimmer throughout. This is another gorgeous color and another one that I don't think we have. Again, I'll have to sort just to make sure that I didn't get this one already, but we're going to put that in the keep pile as well. That was Colors by Leroux Together Forever. Next up, we've got one from Joy Lacquer. I think this is a new polish from this haul. It looks oddly familiar, but I don't know why, but that is Joy Lacquer. Oh, it's a local polish made in Seattle, Washington. Well, there you go. So this one is called Indie Orchids, and this one is an orchidy pink. You have a load of shimmer in here, as well as these little microflakies in a blue to purple. This one is going to go in the collection as well. I love this tone of orchid, and it is a new to me brand. It's at least the first one of this brand that we've unboxed from here, but like I said, it does look kind of familiar. I don't know if maybe I've seen it before in mystery boxes or other destashes, but in any case, I don't own this one, so we're going to put it in the collection. That is Joy Lacquer's Indie Orchids. Next up, we have an unlabeled bottle, but I think this one is Love Angeline, and this is So Blue Without You. And this is a very light blue, like almost a green leaning blue. It has a bunch of hollow, and I think there's even a light gold shimmer in there. This is another instance where I do like the gold in with that color, so I'm going to put this one in the collection as well. Again, at least until I can do those comparisons. So that one was Love Angeline, So Blue Without You. Next up, we have a Native War Paints. This one is called My Favorite Copper Sweater. Now this one does sound familiar. I know they had a collection, I think, that was revolving around sweaters or something like that. This is a purple with a copper flash, a very strong copper flash. So I know I have one in their collection that has something to do with sweaters or cozy or cardigans maybe. So this is going to go in the to be checked pile so I can see if I own this one or not. But that was Native War Paints, My Favorite Copper Sweater. Next up we have... Oh, wow. This is an old Kathleen & Co. I've never seen this label from them. So this one is called Song of the Sirens. Wow. So this is definitely one that I don't have. It is another mermaidy shade, as the name would suggest. We have a beautiful aqua base with a very strong green shimmer in there. This is another one that, since I know I don't have it, and it's an older one from this brand that I do really like, we're going to go ahead and put this in the collection. That is Kathleen & Co. I think our first Kathleen & Co. of this haul, Song of the Sirens. Next up, we have a Daily Hues. This is a brand that I've heard of, but I think this is the first bottle of this that we're pulling from this haul. This one is called Bloops. Bloops, that's cute. This one is a lavender or lilac shade of purple, and this is a really cute mix. We have these beautiful silver twinkles in here, and I think there's these little tiny white matte glitters in there. This is a cute polish and I don't think I own this one. And it's a purple, so you know I gotta love that. We're gonna add this to the collection. This could actually have made a beautiful one for spring. I'm still putting that rack together. Hopefully by now I've posted at least another video from that. But this one is Daily Hues Bloops. Next up we have another Femme Fatale. Now this is another one that doesn't have its little name tag, but this one is a really beautiful shade of green. I want to say this looks familiar though. Maybe this is Jasmine. I think this is the first one that I've been able to possibly identify. I don't know if I'm correct on that, but that's my guess. It does have a beautiful shift in here. The green shimmer in this greeny mint cream base has a shift to red at certain angles, which I think that is a feature that I've seen in Jasmine, if Jasmine is the one that I'm thinking of, which I think it is. But again, I could be mistaken. So this is going to go in the to be checked pile because this is the first one that has looked familiar to me without its little label. So that is Femme Fatale, no label, but possibly Jasmine. Next up, we have one from Contrary Polish. This one is called Be Merry. And this one is a dark, like charcoal gray with a load of micro glitters or shimmers. I'm seeing greens, purples, and fuchsias. There's some gold maybe. Lots of twinkles in this one. It's just not speaking to me for whatever reason. This is another brand that no longer makes polish, and I do have a couple in my collection from this brand that I really like, so I think we will go ahead and just pass this one along. This one is Contrary Polish Be Merry. Next up, we have another from Graceful. We've unboxed only a couple from this brand so far. This one is called Ocean of Dreams. This is a beautiful mid-toned blue with a very strong green shimmer, and it's got hollow in it. So this is another one that we're going to add to the keep pile as well. It is beautiful, and I'm fairly certain I don't own this one. I don't actually own too many from this brand. That's why. They're made in Australia, so they're a little bit harder to come by here in the States. But beautiful one, we're definitely going to add that to the keep pile. That is Graceful Lacquer's Ocean of Dreams. Next up, we have one from Glisten and Glow. This one is called Veni Vidi Vici. This one is a hollow. Pretty sure I know that. That is like I came, I saw, I conquered, right? So this is a dark shade of fuchsia, very deep, rich, almost jewel tone version of that color, loaded with hollow, and it's got a twinkle of another component in there, like a light silver micro flaky. This is definitely a color that I can see myself reaching for. This kind of color is one that I've really enjoyed for summer, usually in a bit of a brighter tone than this. This is almost like a fall-leaning version of those brighter shades of pink, but it is one that I know I don't have, so we're going to put that in the keep pile, at least until I can do those comparisons I keep saying I need to do. So this one is Glisten and Glow's Veni Vidi Vici. Next up, we've got another from Stardust Polish. This one is called Ready for Fall, and this is a fall red. Now, I have said it before, reds are not my favorite, and this is pretty much a traditional primary red, and it's got gold shimmer. So without going further than that, we're already going to put this in the D-stash because it has two of my less than favorite colors. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and put that in the D-stash. That is Stardust Polish Ready for Fall. Next up, we have a Glam! Yay! So this is another brand that we've only unboxed a couple from this haul so far, and it's another of my favorite brands. This one is called Bad Hair Day. So this one is a beautiful, like indigo shade. There are holographic components, and look at that. That's like a lighter blue metallic or holographic glitter. This is gorgeous. This tone is stunning. I love anything in the Blurple family, anything from Cornflower Blue that only has a tiny bit of purple in it to these deeper shades of dark periwinkle or indigos. Absolutely love them. And this is one that I'm pretty sure I don't have. Maybe we'll put it in the to be checked pile just to be on the safe side, but absolutely love finding more glam polish. So that one was Bad Hair Day. Next up, we've got another little guy from Rainbow Honey. This one is called Pinky Promise. And this, oh my, look at this. So this looks like a confetti cake. You have a almost neutral leaning pink, like a putty pink, filled with gold, red, blue, and pink glitters. You've even got bar glitters and a deeper fuchsia glitter as well. This is actually a color I could see myself wearing. I like the combination, and this tone of pink is really cute. And it's another one that I know I don't have yet, so we're going to add that to the keep pile. That one is Rainbow Honey's Pinky Promise. Next up, we've got another Revlon. Actually, this is our first polish from them. The other one that we had was just their base coat, and this one is called Chameleon. Oh, and it's a duochrome at least, if not a multichrome. So on the face of this, we mainly have that bronze to maybe a bit of gold. It has a deepness around the edges, and I think there is a green or maybe like a slate blue shift. This one's actually hard to identify what the shifts are. Mainly on the front of the face of the shift, I'm seeing that bronzy gold. Now, the name of this does sound familiar too, and I know I have some shifting polishes from Revlon, so we're going to put this in the to be checked pile just to see if I do have it. It isn't my favorite shift though in a multichrome or a duochrome, so it's possible even if I don't have this that it will end up in the D-stash, but we'll check on it first. That was Revlon's Chameleon. Next up, we have another mainstream. This is OPI and their liquid sand line, and this one is called Jinx. So this sounds familiar. I wonder if this is part of like their James Bond collection. Was it one of the leading ladies on one of those James Bond named Jinx? I could be stretching it there, but this is actually a very pretty color. I think this could look really awesome in this finish as well. And I'm fairly certain that I don't own this one. It's a really interesting fiery orange with a golden glass fleck, but oddly enough, as much as I keep saying I don't like gold, this is another instance where I think it works for me. I like it in this orange, in oranges and peaches in general. For some reason, it just works for me. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the keep pile. That is OPI's Jinx. Next up, we have... oh, Glam Polish. Really? Really? Well, there you go. It says Glam Polish Runnin' Wild. I've never seen a Glam Polish in this bottle before. But yeah, maybe it had to be decanted into this bottle. Maybe the other one broke. But yeah, it's right. That label for Runnin' Wild is printed the same. So we'll go with it. It's a beautiful purple too. This is a stunning color. You've got a mix of holographic and little red micro glitters. You can see those twinkling away. So it's another one that I know I don't have. A bit bummed that it's not in its original bottle, but it is a stunning color nonetheless. So we're going to put that in the keep pile. That is Glam Polish Runnin' Wild. Next up, we've got another Colors by Leroux. This one is called It's Your Destiny, and it was the polish of the month for August 2017. And this is a teal green, more hollow, not quite as linear as some of the other ones that I've seen from them. I know this bottle does need a bit more of a shake, so it's possible that it just needs to be redispersed a little, but this is a gorgeous color. Here it is on the brush. Oh yeah. The polish itself definitely has more of that hollow flair than what's stuck to the sides of the bottle. This is one of those color families that I have been keeping quite a lot of, these teal to dark evergreens. It's Your Destiny though doesn't sound familiar, so I don't think I have this one yet, and I'm already doing a ton of comparisons, so I might as well hold on to this as well. That is Colors by Leroux, It's Your Destiny, going in the keep pile until I can do those comparisons. Next up, we have another Lacquer. So this is our second bottle from this brand. They've also done a number of different bottles and labels, so I think this is one of their older ones. And this one is called Doomed Diva. It is another stunning purple with a pretty strong flash of a red to orange, maybe a little bit of gold at certain angles. This is another one that I know I don't have from them, and I don't think this is going to surprise anyone. It's going in the keep pile. So that one is Lacquer's Doomed Diva. Next up, we've got one from Deborah Lippmann. I think this might be our first Deborah Lippmann from this haul, and this one is called Planet Rocks. So this is one of those like purple leaning grays that sometimes I call chewed up grape bubblegum, and I absolutely love that tone. I feel like I have at least a handful already just from this brand, as well as the ones that I did a comparison of. When was that, last fall, or was that for winter? I know I did a comparison of these types of colors fairly recently, but this is one that I haven't heard of. The name doesn't sound familiar. And this is a beautiful tone. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the keep pile again, at least till I can do more comparisons. But for the time being, I don't think it's one I own. That was Deborah Lippmann's Planet Rock. Next up, we've got another Colors by Leroux. This one is called Freeze Frame. And this one is a very interesting smoky color. It's got like a purple leaning gray base, and then a very strong shimmer in a blue, like a dark blue, with maybe some purple and pink at the edges. This one's a nice like rainy day color, kind of smoky and moody. I don't think I have anything quite like this one, so I want to go ahead and add this to the collection as well. Again, at least until I can do some comparisons and maybe swatch this on and see how I like it. But that one is Colors by Laro Freeze Frame. Next up, we have another Colors by Laro. This one is called CBL Lovers UK Affair. So not sure if that came out in like a UK event or something, but that's pretty cool. And look at this color. Oh my goodness. It's one of their multichromes with hollow and micro glitter. Oh my goodness. This is stunning. You have blues, purples, pinks, golds, greens. Wow, this is marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. Has so many beautiful twinkles. You can see the holographic adding rainbows, plus all the shifts in the multichrome. Wow. So this is going in the keep pile for sure. That's Colors by Laro CBL Lovers UK Affair. Next up, we've got one from Live Love Polish. This one is called Shark Skin. Okay, so another from their Shark Week line. We had another shark themed polish from them in the previous video. This one, what color would you call this? Like a green silver? Yeah, like a green silver metallic. There it is on the wand. It does have somewhat of like a gold lean in it though. I like the finish, but the color itself isn't really drawing me in. So I think we will go ahead and destash this one. That one was Live Love Polish Shark Skin. Next up, we've got one from Lavish Polish. I think this might be the first bottle from this brand in this haul. I have heard of them before. I think I've got a handful from them. And this one is called Cake in Your Face. This was from the Awesome Sauce Indie Box Cake Box first anniversary. So I don't think that box exists anymore. If it does, let me know. I know there's every time we turn around, there's another box opening or another box I'm finding out about. So it's very possible that it's still around and I just am unaware. But this is another beautiful shade of like a summery bright pink, and it has a load of holographic and metallic glitter, or maybe just holographic. I'm seeing silver holographic and smaller red holographic plus a pink shimmer. This is gorgeous, and it's one I know I don't have, so we're going to add that to the keep pile as well. That one was Lavish Polish Cake in Your Face. All right, next up we have a Vapid. I think this might be the first Vapid of this particular video, and this one is called Come Hither. This one is a red metallic. There's some like orange lean to this. I can't quite tell if there is a shimmer particle in there or if it is almost a duochrome, or maybe it's just the base being slightly different than the prominent red flash, but it is a shade that I just don't know that I see myself reaching for. Again, in that red family, it is an orange leaning red, and it is a deeper shade than a standard primary color. But yeah, I've already kept a few reds to do some comparisons of, and this one's not really speaking to me, so we're going to go ahead and destash Vapid's Come Hither. Next up, we've got another CBL. This one is called Do the Twist, and we have another multichrome. Ooh, so this one we've got purples to burgundies to golds and greens. Wow. Their multichromes are also really, really gorgeous. The shifts are dazzling, and I don't have this one either, so you guessed it, it's going in the keep pile. That was Colors by Laro Do the Twist, that electric green. Wow, so cool. All right, next up we have another Love Angeline. This one is called Take Me Away, and look at the tone of this one. This is a juicy, like candy pinky purple, kind of verging towards like a neon brighter color, and it's got a beautiful blue flash to it. So this is another tone that I really, really like, sort of blurs the line between a pink and a purple, and it's another one that I don't think I have, so we're going to add that to the collection as well. I could definitely see myself wearing this. So that was Love Angeline, Take Me Away. Next up, Ooh, I think this is another new to me brand called Chick. It says Big 3 free, lots of information, but I think that might be the ingredients list. So I'm actually not too sure if this would be an indie brand or a mainstream, but this one is called Hipster Chick. This is a green polish somewhere between maybe like a spring green and a grass green. There's a load of holographic silver glitters in here, maybe even gold holographic glitters. Yeah, I think I'm seeing those as gold at some angles. I'm trying to see if there's a secondary shimmer particle, which there might be. But yeah, there's definitely a gold component in here. So yeah, definitely a new to me brand. Trying to decide if this is a color I could see myself wearing. And I'm just not that excited about it. So I think I'll go ahead and destash this one. That was Chick, Hipster Chick. Next up, we have a tonic. We've got a tonic. We have another tonic. Okay. This is another one of those brands that is like my big top favorites, and I haven't really seen very much from them within the last couple of years, so finding more from them is really exciting. This one is called Innocence. Now the name does sound familiar, so I'll have to check and see if I already own it or not, but this is a beautiful purple. It has a linear holographic as well as a very strong, prominent pink flash. So another beautiful one that's definitely going to go in the collection if I don't already have it, but we'll put it in the to be checked pile just to make sure that I don't already own it. And again, same rules apply. If I do already have it, it'll go in the destash. If I don't have it, it's going in the collection. So that was our second tonic. That is Innocence. All right. Next up, we have a Colors by Lacquer. This one is called You Make Me Smile from spring 2016. And this one is somewhere between a red and a pink. Again, sort of a red with either a pink lean or a pink with a red lean. It has holographic, and I think there's a subtle shimmer in there as well. So it is a beautiful tone. That deeper pink is one that I like. But I think I'm going to go ahead and destash this one. It is more on the muted side than I usually like for these deeper shades of pink, so I think we're just going to go with it. We're going to put this one in the destash. That is Colors by Lacquer, You Make Me Smile. Next up, we have another Colors by Lacquer, and this is 80 Degrees from the Mild and Wild collection. Ooh, this one is another of their beautiful holographics. Look at that! You also have a larger particled shimmer in there that I am seeing as quite a few colors. I'm seeing vivid greens, purples, fuchsia. This is a beautiful combination, and again, that flare in that holo from this brand is just amazing. So this is another one that we're going to add to the keep pile, again, at least until I can do some comparisons. So that was Colors by Lacquer, 80 Degrees. Next up, ooh, we've got another Emily DeMolly. We've only unboxed a few from this brand in this haul so far as well, and it's another of my favorite brands. So this one is called Well Suited. Ooh, and look at the shifts in this one. So you've got that vivid green and some like orangey red. It is in this mid-toned blue. Yeah, that shift is very strong. We have a couple of different shades of green, which I don't think are showing us predominantly on this side of the bottle. You're seeing that golden to orange shift. So very pretty. I don't think I have this one. Emily DeMolly is one of those brands that I have quite a lot of, but I don't think I own this one yet. So this is going to go in the to be checked pile just so that I can confirm if I own it or not. So we'll see how that goes, but it's a beautiful one for sure. So that is Emily DeMolly's Well Suited. Next up, we have another Colors by Lacquer. This one is called Every Day is Special. Ooh, another exclusive from RC or Rainbow Connection. This is a beautiful white or maybe off-white, and it has a load of this larger shimmer in it that's actually not showing as strong on camera as I thought it would, but there you can see that purple glow. It also shifts to a like orange and red at certain angles. There it is on the brush. I think you might be able to see a bit of that purple flash coming through. I think we're going to put this in the keep pile as well, at least until I can do some swatching. I love the fact that it is an exclusive and it's a very pretty polish as well. I could see myself wearing this as maybe an accent nail. So we're going to put that in the keep pile. That was Colors by Lacquer, Every Day is Special. Next up, we've got another CBL. This one is called Nice Bridge. And this one is another from the ISSF 2017 limited edition. Still don't know quite what that might stand for. We have run into at least one other bottle that says that. And this one is a red, but I like this red, and here's why. You have iridescent glitters in here and hollow, both of which throw different colors, so you're not just looking at a primary red, and this particular shade of red has that pinky lean to it as well. So this is going to go in the collection as well, at least until I can do those comparisons. So that is Colors by Leroux, Nice Bridge. Next up, we have one from Polish, and this one is called Penny in the Air, and this was a bespoke batch. So this is an interesting color. I wouldn't necessarily go straight to penny. I would have expected a bit of a stronger copper element, but there is a copper shimmer that I don't think is really coming across very strongly on camera. The base is an interesting kind of a beigey grayish. There it is on the brush, looking very much like my own skin tone. So yeah, it's just not the most exciting one. I think this could look really nice on someone, but just not probably on me. So we're going to go ahead and pass that one along. That one is Polish's Penny in the Air. Next up, we've got another Emily DeMolly. This one is called Stockpile. Ooh, and this one is a holographic. There's a larger particle holographic as well as the linear holographic, and it's completely freaking my camera out, but this is a beautiful shade. I can't quite tell what the base is. It's either a light gold or maybe a tan leaning silver. There's of course the rainbows from the holographic. And there you go. On the wand, it's not looking quite as beigey. I think we're going to put this in the keep pile as well. I'll have to see how it compares to other hollows, but I love the multiple particle sizes in this one. And it's another one that I know I don't have. So we're going to put this in the keep pile. That one was Emily DeMolly's Stockpile. Next up, we have another one of these taller cylindrical bottles from Rainbow Honey, and this one is called Skyward Bot. So another probably from that same little collection that they had of bot-inspired polishes, this time in a blue. And I've been really enjoying this finish. I think it's really cute. You have a larger particled metallic, this time in that light, like sky blue. So we're going to add this to the keep pile as well. It might be starting to thicken up, but I think I can easily fix that with a little bit of thinner. So it's another one going in the keep pile. That is Rainbow Honey's Skyward Bot. Next up, we have another from Polish. This one is called Lion-Hearted Girl. And we have another purple, you guys, another purple hollow. So this is a beautiful tone of purple. And again, the hollow on this is amazing. It is a slightly larger particle size, and you have a pink flash through there as well. So this is another absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous color. Again, I'm going to have to compare all of these shades of purple that I have, but it is beautiful. So we're going to add that to the keep pile. That one was Polish's Lion-Hearted Girl. Next up, we have another one from Polish. This one needs a good old shake. This one is called, I'm not sure if that's Mont Dieu or Mon Dieu. I don't know that I've ever seen Mon Dieu spelled before. I've heard it, but I've not seen it spelled. So I'm not sure if that's what that is. If you know, let me know down below. But this one is, wow, very interesting shade. Kind of a mix between like a peachy gray. Very interesting, rather unusual. Okay, maybe on the brush it'll look a little bit less odd. Yeah, I think here it's more like a tan that actually I think might look pretty nice on. It has a load of shimmer. I think this will get a reprieve, you guys. I was a little intimidated by this color, not thinking it's going to look very good, but there is a lot of separation going on, so it probably needs a really, really good shake. But on the brush, it looks interesting, so we're going to try that one. Again, swatches will have to be done, and we'll see how it goes, but that one is Polish's, I think, Mon Dieu or Mont d'Or. I don't know. Let me know how badly I did that. Okay. Ooh, next up we have one from Enchanted. We've unboxed a handful of these older bottles from Enchanted, which has been a real treat. I only was familiar with them in their square bottles, which was more like this shape. Not quite that shape exactly, but more like their taller square bottles. So this is a treat for sure. This one is called Cranberry Cosmo. So this one does kind of sound familiar, but I don't think I have it, at least from this haul. And it is a beautiful color. This is more of a pink leaning red, much more of a pink leaning red. Plus it's got that amazing linear hollow and a shimmer in here. And I think there's even like a teeny tiny red speckle. So this is another one that's going to go in the collection. I mean, that hollow, you guys, is dazzling. So that's going in the collection as well. Like I said, very exciting to be able to add more enchanted polish to my collection. So that one is going in the keep pile. That was Cranberry Cosmo. All right, 3 more for this video. We've got another from Nerd Lacquer called Shiny. Okay, so this is another one that sounds very familiar. I think we may, yeah, I'm pretty sure we've unboxed this one because this does look familiar as well. This is a beautiful, like light robin's egg blue aqua shade, and then it has silver metallic glitters that include some square ones and some matte white glitters. There's also a blue shimmer. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we've already unboxed a bottle of this and I did keep it, so this is going to go in the D-stash. Next up we have a fancy gloss. This one is called Pitch Black. Now my guess would be this is their black cream. Yeah, I think it is their black cream, unless it's their black thermal, but I'm not sure. In any case, I do have a ton of black polish at this point, but I don't think I have theirs. So I keep going back and forth if I need to keep more black polish or not. They are a great staple to have in your collection. You can use them for nail art. You can use them for swatches. They also make great undies for under your multichromes to help the multichrome pop really, really nicely. So I guess for the time being, we'll go ahead and hold on to this one. It is one that I don't have yet. So that is Fancy Gloss's Pitch Black. And one more. What should be our one last bottle? I think I'm actually going to dig down here and pull out this one as our last bottle with a Vapid. This one is called Disambiguation. Okay, I know this polish. This, I want to say I probably already have, but it is one of the polishes that I have from them that I absolutely love, and I think it is a thermal. So this has that beautiful purple base with a very strong, larger particled blue shimmer. So I think we're going to put this in the to be checked pile. Even if it doesn't thermal, this color that it is absolutely gorgeous. The shift in that shimmer also has a little bit of a pink shift in it. Really stunning color. So we're closing the video out strong with a Vapid that I may or may not keep. It depends on if I actually have this one, but that was Disambiguation. And there we have it, 60 more polishes. I've been trying to at least get 60 so that we don't have quite as many videos to end up in the entire series, but there we have it, 60 polishes for part 14. Let me know down below which ones were your favorites from this portion, if you saw any new brands. What was the one that we had that was new? I think Joy Lacquer, which was made in Seattle. It was new to me. I don't think I'd heard of them before, even though their logo does kind of look familiar. And then the other one was labeled just Chick. It's a little chick. So if you know where that came from, let me know. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure if that's a mainstream or an indie brand. As always, thanks for hanging out with me and looking at beautiful, fun polish. Hopefully you guys had a good time going through all of these older polishes. If you're new, definitely make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.